On the December 1, 1948, the body of a well-dressed man was found slumped over dead on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. At first the police thought the man had died in his sleep because there was no sign of foul play and the man didn't have any injuries on him. That all changed when the doctor who carried out his autopsy couldn't rule out murder and concluded that he had died from poisoning. What was initially a routine call-out for police turned into one of Australia's biggest mysteries and unsolved murder cases. When the body of the Somerton man was found, he was laying flat on his back with an unlit cigarette laying on his right collar. What first struck the investigating officers as strange was all the tags on the man's clothes had been torn off. A search of his pockets revealed an unused second-class rail ticket, a bus ticket from the city that may not have been used, and a narrow aluminium cone that had been manufactured in the USA. It was nothing out of the ordinary, but it was the absence of an ID that puzzled police. According to the pathologist, he was British in appearance and aged 40 to 50 in good medical condition before he died. The actual word the pathologist used was Britisher, which is old-fashioned English or American English for British. I reckon this was down to the suit the man was wearing. He was dressed in a white shirt, a red, white and blue tie, brown trousers, socks and shoes with a knitted pullover and fashionable gray and brown double-breasted jacket of reportedly American tailoring. All labels on his clothes had been removed and he had no hat or wallet, which was unusual for 1948. He was clean-shaven and carried no identification, which led police to believe he had committed suicide. Also, they couldn't match his dental records to any known person. On the 14th of January, a suitcase was found checked into a locker at the train station which the police believed belonged to the Somerton man. In the suitcase was all the signs of a man traveling. The label on the suitcase had also been removed along with the clothes in the suitcase, just like the clothes on the dead man. Sharpened tools and scissors along with an electrician's screwdriver, which seem out of place for the well-dressed man. They also found the name T. Keane written on a few items, which the police believed whoever removed the tags on the clothing overlooked the name's tags. Around the time of the inquest, a few days after the discovery of the body, they discovered a piece of rolled-up paper with the words "Tamam should" sewn within the dead man's trouser pocket. Public library officials were called in to translate the text, which turned out to be the words "finished" or "ended" that was usually found at the end of a book called Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Following a public appeal, the exact book with the torn page was found, which only led to deepen the mystery of the Somerton man. The circumstances around the book being found are uncertain, but it is known that the book was found before the man's body was found. In the back of the book there was faint indentations of words, all capital letters, which detectives believing it to be some sort of encrypted message. A telephone number was also found in the back of the book belonging to a nurse named Jessica Ellen Jo Thompson. When interviewed by detectives, they said she was very evasive, denying she knew the man or why he would have her phone number in the back of his book. As of recent, in 2022, a possible identification of the man was discovered. Carl Charles Webb, an instrument maker who was born on November 16, 1905, in Footscray, a suburb in Melbourne. They used DNA to make a family tree and narrowed it down to 2 possible people out of 4,000 people. What's interesting is Carl had a brother-in-law called Thomas Keane, the same name found on the tags. Sharpened tools also found in the suitcase wouldn't be unusual to an instrument maker. The identification of the man's body only adds to the mystery. Who was Carl Charles Webb? Why was he murdered, and was he really a spy? This mystery is still alive and kicking in Australia. It was only a year before the possible identification of the Somerton man that the police in Adelaide exhumed his body, looking for more answers. So, what do you think about this crime case? Can you solve the code?